This is the story of a cat named Dudley, who appeared out of nowhere and refused to leave until he became family. It all started shortly after a couple moved into their new home. Everything seemed normal at first, but one unusual detail caught their attention. Every morning, without fail, a black and white cat sat in the middle of their yard, staring directly at their house. He wasn't wandering or hunting, just sitting there, watching. At first, they assumed he was just a curious neighborhood cat passing through. But as time went on, his visits became more persistent. He would return at night, appearing at their doorstep at midnight, then again at 2 a.m., sitting silently as if he was waiting for something. He wasn't aggressive or skittish, just present. It was as if he was studying them, getting used to them. Curiosity got the best of them. They decided to ask around to see if anyone recognized the mysterious feline. The search led them to a house just behind theirs. When they knocked on the door, the owners immediately recognized the cat. "Oh, that's Dudley. He comes and goes as he pleases," they said with a smile. "He has a cat door, so he roams freely, but he always comes back home." Relieved, they returned home, assuming that Dudley had just taken a liking to their yard and would eventually move on. But that didn't happen. Despite having food, shelter, and a family of his own, Dudley continued to visit every single day. Even during the cold winter months, when snow covered the ground, he chose to sit on their doorstep instead of his own warm home. They tried everything to discourage him, from putting up barriers to using deterrent sprays, but nothing worked. Dudley wasn't just visiting, he had made up his mind. One of the homeowners had never been a cat person. In fact, they were allergic to them and had never even considered having a pet. But Dudley was persistent. Slowly, he became a part of their daily routine. When they stepped into the garden, he would appear beside them. If they sat outside, he would quietly press against their leg as if he had known them forever. Without realizing it, they started looking forward to seeing him. The turning point came when they were sorting through old belongings left behind by the previous owners of the house. In the garage, buried under a pile of forgotten items, they found an old painting, a portrait of a black and white cat. The resemblance was eerie. The cat in the painting looked exactly like Dudley. Had he been here before? Was it just a coincidence or something more? The discovery gave them chills. Realizing that Dudley had become a part of their lives in a way they couldn't ignore, they decided to write to his owners. They assured them that while they respected their right to keep him, they would gladly offer him a home if they ever needed to part with him. The response came quickly. Dudley's owners explained that while they loved him dearly, their circumstances had changed, and they weren't sure they could keep their home much longer. They didn't want to take him far away, as he had lived in this neighborhood his entire life. As they read the message, there was no need for discussion. The decision had already been made. Dudley was home. Now, he is a full-fledged member of the family, and his bond with them is unlike anything they ever expected. Sometimes, they catch him staring at them with an expression that seems almost knowing, as if he understands more than he lets on. And the strangest part? The allergies that once made living with a cat impossible are completely gone. Dudley wasn't just a stray looking for shelter. He had chosen them, long before they even realized it. Share your thoughts about this story in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more incredible stories. Next, you can check out these two amazing stories. Thank you for watching.